Hey guys, good morning. Hector here, episode 37, Kettlebell Expert Secrets. Trying something a little different today. I'm actually on my laptop. Want to see how the video quality is from my laptop. The reason for that is that way I can see if I'm considering doing like a podcast. And so I'm kind of playing around with a couple of different ideas. I'm looking into getting a better mic. That way I don't have to use my headphones. But I wanted to see what the video quality would look like if I'm doing it on my laptop. And so what I'm doing right now is to kind of test this out is I'm doing the live video on my laptop. That way I can talk into the mic, and I'm recording this on a separate app to build podcasts. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the video quality is. If you can give me some feedback on your end, how does this look the same? Normally I do the live videos on my phone, but anywho, I have a little confession to make. This is nothing new, but I've become a victim once again to Bulletproof Coffee. I'm pretty sure most of y'all are familiar with Bulletproof Coffee. There's a lot of back and forth, like, oh, you don't need to do that, and it's a hoax or whatever. But I just like the taste of it, and I just like the taste of it, and it helps me get my fats in. So, for those of you that don't know what Bulletproof Coffee is, this is nothing new. It's been around for a while, but essentially, it's just whatever brew coffee you like. Sometimes I'll do a French press, but sometimes I'll just do, most of the time, since I'm always in a rush, I'll do we have a Keurig at the house. So I have several different flavors of coffee that I like, and so I'll just brew that. And what is, you just take any brew that you like, and then you add, I add 1 ounce, maybe sometimes a little under an ounce. It's basically a sliver of grass-fed butter. And then I'll add a tablespoon of coconut oil. And I'll put the butter and the coconut oil inside first, and then I'll brew the coffee over the top to get it to melt. And then after that, since I use this little cup, it's for the bullet, and I just screw the top on and I blend it, and it comes out really, really good. So if you haven't tried Bulletproof Coffee, I highly recommend you try it. Some people probably call it something else, but I just like it for the taste. It tastes really good, and also it's a good way to get in some essential fats. But anyway, so kind of what I want to talk about today, and this is something that I'm kind of going through right now, is in your kettlebell journey. There will be times when So first off, we're going to talk about the difference between a program and like working out, okay? Difference between a program and workout. So you'll hear me from time to time say like kettlebell workouts, and then from time to time you'll hear me say kettlebell programs, or a strength program, or a deadlift program, or something like that. Well, what's the difference between a program and workouts? Is workouts, the sole purpose for a workout is basically to burn calories. That's it. There's really no end goal of like trying to build, 1 rep max, or, achieving snatch tests or something like that. A workout is simply what the word says. You're working yourself out, okay? So they don't really take a whole lot of thought. They don't take a whole lot of, programming. You literally just slap reps and sets together. You grab a kettlebell or whatever training tool you like. For us, we're talking about kettlebells. And you get to work. And the sole purpose of a workout is to burn calories, to work out. On the other side, a program. A program is something where you take time and you design your training plans, okay? So you'll hear this in the community. We call it program design or programming. When we say programming or program design, we're talking about planning your training plans, right? And if you want to go from A to B, you want to build the deadlift, you want to build a military press, you want to build a strict pull-up, you want to be able to achieve the snatch test, etc. These take specific periodized programming to get you there. So a program has a specific end goal, like I mentioned, versus a workout A workout is just random reps and sets put together. Pretty much anybody can design a workout, okay? It takes a little more thought, experience, and expertise to design really thorough training plans. So that's pretty much the difference between workouts and programs. What are the benefits over one or the other? Pros and cons. For a program, let's start with the workouts. For the workouts, one of the pros is, like I mentioned, doesn't take any thought. You just literally, you can grab one kettlebell and you can just do a bunch of snatches, or you can do complexes on both left and right sides. Okay, doesn't take a lot of thought. You can pretty much do it anywhere. So if you're traveling somewhere and you just have your kettlebell with you, you can pretty much go through any like random kettlebell workout. Okay. A program takes a little more, is something that you really got to focus on sticking to. So a program is something like a deadlift program. You got to make sure that, if it's for 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 12 weeks, you got to stay really dedicated, and you can't veer off. You can't veer off for the next shiny object. Okay. So, and then at the end, the program is designed to have a specific end goal. So program benefit is you're going to get really strong, and you're going to achieve whatever specific goal that you have. One of the cons to a program is there may be times if you travel a lot, like if you've got a busy travel schedule, or you're a busy parent, like myself, you've got a couple of kids, you're just really busy, it's going to be hard for you to stick to a program. And that's why people will kind of hop from one workout or one program to the next, is because they just don't either have the patience or they just don't have the time to commit to a specific program. So essentially, in a nutshell, that is what a program is versus workouts. Those are some of the benefits. But I want to talk about, like, should you be on a program? Should we be on a program? Should we be following something strict or specific? So for myself, I usually follow a pretty strict regiment or a pretty strict program at least twice a year. Okay, so at least twice a year, which is roughly 6 months out of the year total, I'm actually following specific programs. So, and usually that's whenever I'm preparing for the TSC. Whenever I'm preparing for the TSC, for those that don't know what the TSC, it's the Tactical Strength Challenge. It's an event put on twice a year by Strong First, and we compete remotely around the globe. And it's a 3-lift event, 3 attempt max deadlift, max snatches in 5 minutes, and strict pull-ups. So to achieve and to rank really high in those lifts, you can't just be doing random workouts. You have to be doing specific periodized training plans that are designed for the end goal, right? To build the max deadlift, to do as many snatches as you can in 5 minutes, okay? So that is something that I follow twice a year pretty much. Like right now, I'm in the prep period of getting myself ready for the October TSC. So in between that, I'm not on a program. I am literally just doing like random acts of variety. Actually, what I'm doing right now, since I'm kind of in the prep period of, since I'm in the prep period for the TSC, I'm pretty much just doing swings and get-ups. I've designed a swing program right now. Here we go. It's basically swing workouts, okay? But it's something that's simple and repeatable that you can repeat everywhere. And it's a swing program. It does have an end goal, but it's pretty much just swing workouts. And I do get-ups. Sometimes I don't do get-ups. Sometimes I do get-ups. But the get-up is generally a staple of part of my regimen. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. Like an example, last night, I just did more of a practice. It was just kind of random stuff. I did some hanging hollow positions on the bar. I did a few clean and military presses with the 36. I did some heavy two-handed swings. I did a few get-ups on each side. I did a few arm bars on each side, a few crooked arm bars on each side. So I just kind of went. I just kind of went where my body wanted to go. I wasn't really following anything structured. I was just kind of going where my body felt like going, and I got a good workout. Okay, so that is actually what I'm doing right now. So you don't always have to be on a program, but I would recommend you be on a program at least once, maybe even twice out of the year. Okay, that way it gives you something from for me, myself, I like to know that I'm headed somewhere, right? I like to know that, okay, what I'm doing is going to is serving a purpose to get me, from A to B, right? I don't like just doing random acts of variety all the time. I like to have something somewhat structured. So, you don't always have to be on a program. You can go through random workouts, but that's not something you want to stay with all the time. Figure out, like, if you got a busy training schedule, a busy travel schedule, and you know you're going to travel quite a bit. Let's say during the summer you take family vacations or something like that. That's probably not a time you would want to be on a program. But when you get back into your routine, kids go back to school, you start to get back into a routine, you know what your schedule is going to be like, then you can start looking into doing more of a specific program that has a specific end goal. Does this make sense? So you don't always have to be on a program. I recommend that you do a program, though, once or twice out of the year. And then the time in between, you just fill those gaps with like random acts of variety. Some swings, some get-ups, maybe some light complexes, some snatching. You just kind of go where your body wants to go. Another really cool thing about workouts is there's no guilt. There's no guilt. There's no guilt if you miss a day of not working out. So for me, since I'm on a program twice a year, and if I miss a training session, I kind of beat myself up. I'm like, God, man, I missed this training session. Now I got to do back-to-back days, or I try to make sure I still make it up, but there is a little guilt involved if you miss something. Like sometimes life gets in the way and you miss a training day, right? So there is a little bit of guilt involved with the program. With workouts, there's really no guilt involved. You missed a workout. Oh, no big deal. Just do a workout tomorrow or later in the evening or earlier in the morning. So there's really no guilt with workouts, which is pretty cool, right? So that can kind of take a lot of stress out of your life. If you've already got a stressful life, maybe you got, you're a busy parent, you have a career, and then you're trying to work out and you're trying to do all these other things. Maybe you're active in your community, and sometimes life can get really stressful. So you don't want to add more stress by always trying to stick to a training program. So you see how this can kind of just make things a little worse. So programs are great, but sometimes they can be really stressful and bad for you if you already have a stressful life. So sometimes you just want something that's stress-free. You don't have to think about it. You just show up and just do something, something random, but you're getting a good workout. You're still burning calories, so you're still going to lose weight. You're still going to be in great shape with random workouts. You're just not working on something specific. So that's something that I really like about the workouts, is that they're stress-free, take no thought. You show up, you set your timer for like 10 or 15 minutes, and you just go. You just go where your body wants to go. And here's the cool thing is your body will tell you. It will tell you where you want to go and where you need to go. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. I have something that I've put together like I've been mentioning on my episodes. Let me grab it here. It's speaking of workouts, I've designed, let me pull it up here. I've designed a little ebook of eight of my favorite kettlebell workouts. There's single kettlebell and double kettlebell. So if you only got one kettlebell, you can still use this ebook. It's basically 8 of my favorite single and double kettlebell workouts that only take about 10 to 15 minutes. So they don't take any thought. They're really short and quick for when you only have 10 to 15 minutes. So as a busy parent, this is something that these are some of the 8 that I would always kind of come back to in a time like this. When I'm not training for the TSC, these are some that I kind of go to, and I just have fun with them. And they only take 10 to 15 minutes. So I finished the ebook. You can actually download your copy already. You can download your copy. I'm going to put it in the comment section below. It's a free download. You can get it from my website. And yeah, just start going through the workouts. You're gonna enjoy them. They're really fun. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I got for you guys today. Tomorrow we have I've got my interview tomorrow with Master SFG and Chief Bodyweight Instructor Karen Smith. This is going to be awesome. What are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about life. We're going to be talking about training. We're going to be talking about bodyweight training. We're going to be talking about kettlebells. We're going to be talking about business. We're going to be talking about how to keep all that in balance as a busy parent. So, which I think interests all of us, right? Sometimes it's, well, how do I, as a busy parent, how do I create time to work out and to stay, to eat right and to run a business? Like, how do I create time for all this stuff? So that's what we're going to be covering tomorrow. And Karen Smith, I'm really excited about interviewing her tomorrow. So stay tuned for that one. That's going to be tomorrow live here on my Facebook page. Tomorrow live at 11 a.m. We're going to be going on at 11 sharp. And then the following week, I've got another doozy for you. I'm lining them up, guys. The following week, I'm going to be interviewing Master Kettlebell Instructor Jason Marshall out of Lubbock, Texas. So I'm really excited for that one. We're going to be going live at 11 as well the following Friday. Okay, so tomorrow we got Master SFG Karen Smith, and the following Friday we got Master SFG Jason Marshall coming to you. You're going to get so many really cool insights. So be sure to tune in 11 a.m. tomorrow. This is Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time here on this Facebook page. Download your free copy of Kettlebell Workout Snacks, 8 of my favorite 10 to 15 minute kettlebell workouts for when you only have, 10 to 15 minutes. That's all I got, guys. Signing out. I'm going to finish my coffee, and then I gotta go. Have a good one, guys. Bye.